everyone.
You must have heard about this device, which is highly efficient
Is capable of multitasking.
and is easily portable by a popular company known as Apple. Yes, it's an iPad. Now let us start by knowing the history of an iPad.
The iPad is Apple's line of tablets first introduced in 2010. It has gone through several generations, evolving in design, performance, and functionality. Steve Jobs announced the first generation iPad on January 27, 2010. Featured a 9.7-inch display, A4 chip, and ran iOS. The iPad positioned between the iPhone and MacBook as a media consumption device. The iPad 2 was launched in 2011. It was thinner and lighter than the original. It introduced front and rear cameras for FaceTime, powered by the A5 chip, making it twice as fast. iPad 3 and iPad 4 were launched in 2012. The iPad 3 introduced the Retina display. The iPad 4 came later the same year, featuring the Lightning connector and a more powerful A6X chip. iPad mini series launched in 2012. The first iPad mini had a 7.9-inch screen. The iPad mini 6 introduced an H2H display. iPad Air series 2013. The first iPad Air was thinner and lighter. The iPad Air 5 has an M1 chip, making it powerful like a MacBook. iPad Pro series. The first iPad Pro introduced the Apple Pencil and Smart Keyboard. The later models introduced Face ID, ProMotion, M1 and M2 chip, and mini LED and OLED displays. The craze for iPad developed through Apple's marketing, technological innovation, and changing consumer habits. When Steve Jobs introduced the iPad in 2010, it positioned as a magical and revolutionary device. The sleek design, intuitive iOS interface, and large touchscreen made it feel futuristic. It filled the gap between smartphones and laptops, making it appealing to casual users. The first iPad sold 3 million units in 80 days, creating a sense of exclusivity. Celebrities, tech influencers, and media outlets hyped it as a future of computing. Apple's marketing framed it as a must-have device for entertainment, work, and education. As Apple added features like Apple Pencil, keyboards, and multitasking, the Apple became more useful for work and study. The iPad Pro 15 introduced desktop-class power, making it a real alternative for laptops. Students, artists, and business professionals started replacing their iPads with laptops. During the pandemic, demand for iPads skyrocketed as people needed them for remote work, online learning, and entertainment. Supply shortages made iPads feel even more exclusive and desirable. Apple keeps refining the iPad lineup with mini, Air, and Pro models catering to different users. Features like ProMotion, displays, 5G, and AI-powered apps keep interest alive. People stay within Apple's ecosystem because of the seamless experience with iPhones, Macs, and iCloud. The iPad has become a status symbol. Many people want one even if they don't need it. It's now a standard tool in education, healthcare, music, design, and businesses. Overall, the iPad craze grew through a mix of hype, genuine utility, and constant innovation, and Apple's ability to make it feel essential rather than optional. Thank you.
There are pros and cons of every product. So hereby I am going to discuss about some pros and cons of the iPad. The lightweight and the portable design of the iPad makes it easy to carry around and use as compared to a laptop. Its premium build quality and sleek design with rebossed construction makes it more compatible than a laptop. Its performance due to its powerful hardware, the Apple's M1 and M2 chips, makes iPad more powerful as some laptops. The Smooth OS or the iPad OS is optimized for multitasking, responsive, and efficiency. The quality display of iPads and high-quality screens and the Retina and the ProMotion displays with excellent color accuracy, sharpness, and brightness makes it delightful to use. It's great media consumption, perfect for watching movies and reading and gaming. Its compatibility with iPad's Apple's ecosystem makes seamless integration with work well with iPhones, Macs, and other Apple products for AirDrop and Handoff and iCloud, etc. Versatility of iPads with its accessories supports like Apple Pencil and Magic Keyboard, turning it into a drawing tablet or a laptop replacement. The creative applications great for photo editing and video editing, note taking and sketching, etc. makes it more easier to work with. Software limitations of iPads are not as flexible or feature-rich as Mac OS or Windows for professional softwares. The limited external device support USB-C or Lightning ports may not fully support the external drives The file management system and external storage handling are less intuitive than the PC or Mac. The durability of iPad is a minus point due to its fragile design, and it needs a case or screen protected for safety. The dependency on the ecosystem, which are best used with the other Apple devices, makes it less convenient for those outside the Apple ecosystem. Ultimately, the iPad is an excellent for casual users, creative professionals, and those in need for portability, but it might not fully satisfy the power users or for the need of a desktop experience. Thank you.
Now we know the history and the pros and cons of an iPad. Now let us practically see the usefulness of an iPad. So let us practically see how those specs which we mentioned earlier works. Currently I am holding iPad Air 5 in my hands, which comes with an M1 Bionic chip and 60Hz of refresh rate. Now let us start by seeing how note making works. So I have an Apple Pencil with me, which is magnetically attached over the iPad. So let us go in the notes section. Any notes? So here you can see I have previously written my notes, and if I want to edit and omit, I can just write it easily. I can adjust the font size also. The multitasking which I mentioned earlier is like something like this. This is called a float, and I can also do the splitwise. Okay. So we can also use it to perform high level editing, such as when we were editing this. This was the final cut. This was our editing process, and it takes few seconds to process as it has a highly efficient M1 processor. We can also have a smooth gaming performance in this iPad. Currently I am operating 3 applications at the same time. You can see on the right side the YouTube is opened, on the left side the notepad is opened, and on the floatware the photos was opened. So you can do multitasking like this. It makes it highly efficient to perform multiple works at the same time. These are some of the very key features that an iPad offers, and which makes it unique from other tablets available in the market. This is the recording while we were testing the gaming efficiency of this iPad. You are currently experiencing the 4K resolution display of an iPad. These are some photos we clicked while testing the camera of iPad.
Now let us have a review of the experience of an iPad from a user.
I'm Ishita Anand, and I have been using this device for the past 2 years, and it never disappointed me in terms of performance. Every penny I have invested in this device is worth the outcome. It makes the reading and note-taking so smooth compared to the orthodox method. With the optimized UI experience, the multitasking is very smooth. I'm currently using iPad Air 5, which comes with an Apple M1 chip, which is more than enough for a student. The processor makes it even comparable with high-end laptops. The 10.9-inch display helped me a lot during my JEE preparation for watching online lectures and making notes at the same time. Overall, this is one-time investment which is available in variety of ranges in market. The user should know their needs and requirements before selecting the perfect iPad for them.
At the end, iPad is a device which must be bought according to the need of a user, not as a status symbol.
There are other tablets in the market which could satisfy the needs of a normal user.
We hope that our product review was informative and that it will help you to choose the best iPad according to your convenience.
Thank
Thank you.